There's more where it came from, that's all I'm saying.
Broadcasting worldwide. Relax Radio.
I love that pose you do, man. Just before the show starts, literally both hands just like this. It's like an evil mob boss kind of feel, like a real boss move right there. Like, yeah, I'm ready.
It emulates strength, you know. Always got something planning.
Hey, that's the truth right there. You know, welcome back to the show. This is Relax Radio with me, Nick, and Kingz, keeping you company all the way until 6, where we're talking about the hard matters in life and around the UK. What's going on? Yeah,
indeed.
What our government is doing, and me and Kingz were talking about and ranting rather about the problem, and that problem is we smell money, but not in our pockets.
No. Right out. Increasing the funds of them and decreasing ours. So, as we were continuing that conversation, I felt as though that the whole hotel scheme of keeping people in hotels after they travel was literally a huge money scheme, and it was extortionate, completely extortionate. We did not need all of that extortion. $2,000 plus to. In fact, and the thing is, it's not even like we had a choice. It was a compulsory act. It was compulsory to pay however long you're going to stay in that hotel, you pay for every single night. So it was compulsory. They told you, no, you have to spend money. Yeah. Like, just like you have to pay for taxes, you have to spend money in this hotel and you have to stay in it. On top of that, you will not get good food. You will not get this. You will not get that. You won't get any of it. You're paying to stay in the hotel and that's it. And it's like, we get no say in this. You know, we get no say in this.
Look, right now the problem for me, we're talking about all this, and yes, that's the big problem right there. One thing is, you're saying, okay, the government says, okay, look, we're trying to discourage people from traveling to these countries. But what about the people who go there for non-leisure? You know, they go there for non-leisure reasons. They might go there because their family is sick, or somebody has passed away, or something, or their friend. You know, they haven't seen their family for almost a year and what? 6 months, 5 months? It's almost 6 months. Almost more than a year and a half.
Yeah,
so what
exactly.
about these people? These people are going to be struggling because, look, more and more of our... Now, look, there's going to be queues. There's going to be a lot of queues. Right now, Sunday, Mexico is falling on the red list.
Oh, my goodness. Really?
Mexico is falling on the red list. And because it's falling on the red list, a lot of our Britons who are traveling right now to Mexico, whether for leisure or for personal reasons, they will have to scramble back and take the next flight back. And people have been complaining. There have been travelers who spent £8,000.
Oh, no. That price is too high.
2 or 3.
That price is way too high.
I know.
Oh, goodness. No.
On top of that £8,000, on top of that, you're adding 2,000 more to pay for a hotel that we don't really need to. Okay, we come in our own vehicle or something like that, or a government, government vehicle or something, and they bring us home and they say, okay, you're not allowed to go out of your house. You have to stay here indoors or something like that.
See,
I feel
in fact, go on. Yeah.
I'm just saying, money-wise, right? Money-wise, we can save a lot more. Why does it have to go to a hotel? And that too, it has to be approved.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. See, do you know what's crazy is the fact that I completely agree with France being taken off. We can travel. People can travel to and come from France and not need to isolate. At least that saves us money. Like, they've stopped the whole thing. I believe they've stopped the whole thing about the hotels and everything like that, isolating and everything. But do you know what's crazy? And I remember because I remember speaking to a guest whilst I was at work, and they had told me that, that they had abolished the whole, quarantining as soon as you come in from another country, because, since they changed everything since the amber list and everything like that, you don't have to quarantine anymore for people that are vaccinated. But do you know what's crazy? Even people that are vaccinated, although you've been vaccinated, if you were to travel to another country, you have to go and quarantine over there. And I know this. Yeah. And do you know how crazy that is? Do you actually know how crazy that is? Like, I spoke to this guest. I spoke to the person I was serving, and he told me that he had family. His brother and his family were planning to go to a holiday in Portugal, only to be told that if they go to Portugal, you have to quarantine there for 10 days. The same stuff that was going on over here in England that they've stopped, you have to go and do it in Portugal now because you're coming from the UK. And as we know, the UK, as of recently, 70,000 polls on the NHS COVID app. Yeah. And then even prior to that, there was also a surge in cases. Oh, yeah, I'm keeping it to trust me. It's all stored up here, man. It's all stored up here. I haven't forgotten.
Hey.
Yeah, so there's the 70,000 polls that were flagging up on the NHS COVID app. Prior to that, there was also a surge in cases of COVID that was starting to rise because there were new strains. So now, exactly. So now, if we leave the country to go on holiday to another country, in this instance, we're talking about Portugal, you have to go and quarantine there for 10 days. So he said, oh, well, there's no point because why am I going to spend money on a ticket to go to another country to go on holiday just to go and spend 10 days quarantining, then I don't even get to enjoy the holiday. You know,
the funny thing, it's like you either way, you know, like, oh, we can travel now again. This is what I'd like to think. A lot of British holiday makers, they're going into the airport. They're like, you know, in the very early stages of this. All right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we get to go to Portugal. Yay, fine, let's go. Yeah, it's green list in our country. We get to go to Portugal, and they go to Portugal, and Portugal tells them, excuse me, sir, but yes, you will need to stay in quarantine because according to our laws not in the UK's jurisdiction, you will have to quarantine 10 days. No exception. That will go back home.
Sure. And the thing is, they will not hesitate to send you home.
Oh,
they will not hesitate to send you home.
Oh, no, they won't.
So, unfortunately, to that guest's brother and his family, they ended up changing their holiday and they decided to go and spend the time in London because they thought, well, there's no point of us going to Portugal to go and stay indoors. Like, we don't even get to enjoy all the good sun. We don't even get to go to the beach. We have to sit and enjoy this from the comfort of, well, I say comfort. We don't even know if the hotel was comfortable.
Who knows?
Exactly. But they have to sit and enjoy the beach from a window. Which
I could have done at home. I could have just done that at home. Put a Netflix channel or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, go on YouTube, find beach. Just type there, Alexa, beach. And then it shows you a beach setting. Put it on your window and be like, every day you wake up like, yeah, I live in front of Puerto Rico.
Straight up. And just turn on your light to have that artificial sunshine and put on some shades.
And it's cheaper. It's cheaper.
So much, the only thing that will cost you is just your electric bill, and that's about it.
I mean, look, you guys who are listening in, you can always tell us what you think about this. Okay, you can call us up and let us know. We'll be talking about this as we go along the show. 07852-473-473. You are a riot, Kingz, today. But yes, we're going to be taking a quick break, and we will be right back after this.
Again. But now, if you say to a child, if I went up to a child and said, you've had one to forget, God, there'd be an inquest. Why did you reject my son? Well, I haven't rejected your son.
I want to talk about, how the generation gap, how much it's changed, especially when you check the youth nowadays in comparison, to people back in the day.
I'd say when I was younger, it was more disciplined. Not now.
In comparison to now.
Not at all. Not now. The way things are. Nowadays, the younger generation, you seem that they can't accept the word no, if that makes sense.
They can't accept rejection, essentially, is all you're trying to say.
Yeah, they can't accept the word no. So if you say, how did I do? Or you didn't do very well, and they get upset. And when I was a youngster, my father used to say to me, because I used to be sport mad when I was very young, I still am sport mad, but like participating in different sports. And if I had a bad game, for example, he'd say to me, you had one to forget. That's it.
Your dad sounds like a smart guy. I mean, that's the real fact of the matter, yeah.
He'd say to me, you had one to forget. Get over it. And that was it. So I dust myself down and do it again. But now, if you say to a child, if I went up to a child and said, you've had one to forget, God, there'd be an inquest. Why did you reject my son? Well, I haven't rejected your son. Or daughter. I've just told them that they need to buck their ideas up.
That's the truth right there. I mean, if you think about it, if you check the generations, like right now in the US as well, I've seen a lot of these things as well. In the UK, you know, you get medals for participation. But what's the point? What are you trying to? Yeah, what's the point? Either you win or you lose. People are so afraid to put that whole notion of losing. You know, when it comes to right now, the generation gap is just crazy. You know how much a lot has changed. Social media has taken control of our lives.